Less than 24 hours after the mass killing in El Paso, Texas, a gunman wearing body armor killed 9 people and wounded 27 others in a Dayton, Ohio downtown entertainment district. Police patrolling in the area shot and killed the gunman within a minute of the 1 a.m. attack. According to Dayton Mayor Nan Whaley, the shooter was armed with extra magazines for his .223 caliber rifle. Mayor Nan Whaley is here with us at noon Eastern time via Skype from Dayton. Thanks for joining us. What more can you tell us about the investigation, the status of it?
Well, the investigation is underway, Hari. Thank you for having me on. As you mentioned, Dayton police were able to stop the shooter in less than a minute, with 10 fatalities, one including the shooter. And so, really, I just feel ourselves incredibly grateful for the heroic actions of the police department that were able to do this, and that they were at the right place at the right time, considering we have police presence in the Oregon district. Dayton has had a tough summer, frankly. We had these 14 tornadoes that went through our community at the end of May, and then to have this on top of it, both tragedies, but one I think is completely preventable if we take some action.
Right. So the citizens of your town are going to ask the same question. What can you do to make sure that it doesn't happen again?
Look, I mean, we've been calling. I'm a member of Everytown and Mayors Against Illegal Guns for years, and so, every city has been calling for some action from Congress, and we haven't seen it. There's more to be done. When Dayton is the 250th site for a mass shooting this year, uh, when's enough going to be enough?
Right. One of the things that I've got to wonder is even though your law enforcement officers went in there and put themselves in harm's way to try to get those people out, do they want to go up against someone that has a long gun or a semi-automatic weapon that could harm them just as fast?
I think it's very difficult. I mean, we had this situation, and then we had, unfortunately, the Ku Klux Klan came to town, and because of open carry, we saw 75 long rifles that day. And so this amount of guns that are so ubiquitous and so public is a real issue for our public safety. It's a real challenge for us, and I think by the noise of this news of how Paso last night and Dayton today, this stuff can happen anytime, anywhere, in any place.
But someone's going to watch this interview and say, look, she wants to take my guns away. This is the Second Amendment that's protected my right to do this. This is not the time to be talking about some sort of a constitutional change.
I'm saying that we can have some common sense gun laws on the books, and right, really, what I'd like to say back to them is I'd like the 9 people who were fatally wounded and the 26 people that were shot in the Oregon district so senselessly, not to have their families' lives changed, for them to be gone, and for life to be different here in Dayton, Ohio, because of this senseless act of violence.
People who don't know Dayton and don't know this district, what's it like on a normal Friday or Saturday night?
Yeah, it's a great area. The American Planning Association a few years ago called it the best planned street in the country. It's a brick street with lots of local businesses and restaurants and local flavor. It is the place that probably every 20 something goes with their friends, either for a bachelorette party or to get together. It's a place that I regularly eat lunch or dinner at. It is a center point for our community. And I've been completely amazed by the resiliency and grit of our community and how people have come together in such a loving way. They continue to amaze me with every tragedy that we have. And I'm so lucky and honored to get to be their mayor.
I know it's just literally not even a half a day has gone by about this, but how do you plan for bringing this community together after something like this?
Well, look, we're already planning a vigil tonight at 8 p.m. We'll have the location this afternoon. Our community has amazing grit and resiliency, and we always come together through tragedy, and that's what's been most amazing about our city. And I think that will happen again tonight, because we know people, this is a close knit community. People will know the loved ones who have passed.
You mentioned that this is what, the 250th or even the 21st or 22nd major shooting this year, but do you think that this could spur some sort of bipartisan action, at least in your state?
Look, we can always hope. We can always hope that out of tragedy comes movement, um, and we'll continue to hope and fight for these families.
All right, Mayor Nan Whaley joining us from Dayton, Ohio. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ari.